Hi everyone, Happy New Year! Today I have a fun pocket page process video to share with you as well as an announcement. But before we get into that, I wanted to go ahead and just briefly share what my plans are for documenting project life in 2019. So I am going to go with a 6x12 format. I've decided to use the brand new Studio Calico 6x12 album, which I am in love with. I was so excited to see that they were releasing an album in this size. So of course I had to jump on that. It kind of pushed me in the direction of doing the size. And this is my title page. So I used one of the page protectors that came with the album that has these 3x3 squares, and that was kind of perfect to create this grid layout so I could get a photo of all of our family members on there. And then I filled in the other pockets using some of the cards from the January Documenter kit. And then I also brought in a couple of stamp sets here that released in December. One of them is a number stamp set that can be used all year long, and the other one is a quarterly stamp set, so it covers January through March. And Studio Calico is going to do this for 2019. They're coming out with a different quarterly stamp set for every 3 months, and there's just a lot of really great sentiments and different little icons and things that you can use, both in planners. It would be perfect for a planner, and also for memory keeping during those months, or really a lot of the things are versatile enough that you can use it year round. So I used some of those stamps for that Hello 2019 card, and I will probably be using these a lot this year. So that was really fun. Let's go ahead and get into the process video. So I'm going to be working on a layout for the very last week of December. So I have a couple of 4x6 photos, some 3x4s on a 4x6 photo card, and then some square photos. And this is the January Documenter kit from Studio Calico. I wanted to try to incorporate as many of these journaling cards as possible because they're just so bright and fun and kind of perfect for definitely the new year, but I felt like they were great for documenting December as well. And so I wanted to incorporate as many of them as possible, so I did crop some of those photos that I have to be squares. You guys know I love my square photos, so I can back them with those filler cards and just tie in more color and more pattern, and just really makes the spread more fun. So I have that going on. While I'm going through these cards and kind of selecting these, let me share my announcement with you guys, which is that I am so excited to be releasing a class with Studio Calico this month, which is all about pocket pages. So we're talking about photos and journaling, layout design, stamping, organization. There's so much great content, and I'm really excited to finally be sharing it with you guys. The class actually goes for sale on January 1st, and then I believe the first day of class is January 14th, so it's coming up really fast. And I will include a link in the description box down below, so you can definitely check it out, see if it's a class that you'd like to take, and I really hope to see a lot of you there, and we're going to have a really good time. So getting back to the process here, I've selected a lot of my cards. I decided that instead of stamping a date in that top left-hand 4x6 pocket, which that's typically what I use it for, is kind of a title card or a date card, I needed a little bit more space to do journaling. So I am going to use it for layering a 3x4 journaling card on top of. So I will type out my journaling on that card, lay it on top of a different filler card, and then that will go on top of my 4x6 card. So I just wanted to kind of explain that because I don't do it on camera. I do it kind of after the process video, and you'll see it in my final pictures after the process. But that's kind of what's going on up there in that area. Just rearranging things, probably a little bit too much, but this is how I kind of figure out what I like on the page. I'm going to punch out some of these chipboard pieces, figure out where I want to kind of add those pops of color, And these little sentiments were kind of perfect for the photos that I had going on. Now I'm going to go in with the stamp set that came in the kit. The stamp set is so fun. There's a sentiment that says you are and then a bunch of adjectives, and there are also some little swatches that you can use your ink and kind of lay it down as a wash of color behind your word. So I definitely wanted to do that on one of my photos. So I'm going to use a piece of scratch paper just to figure out what color I want to use. I found that this lime green was just a little bit too dark when I stamped it once, but a second time was kind of that perfect wash of light green color. So that's what I'm going to go with. By the way, I'm going to link everything that I'm mentioning in this video, everything that I'm using down in the description box. So definitely check that out if you would like more information and to find those products. So I stamped off once on that piece of scratch paper and then the second time directly onto my photo. And I'm going to stamp out "You are awesome." You guys, she is crawling at this point. I feel like time is going so fast. She's just hitting all of those big milestones and she is now on the move. I have to really keep my eyes open for everywhere that she's going because she is into everything and it's just the sweetest thing ever. So I wanted to kind of include that story in this week's spread because it happened recently. It's been just the last couple of weeks. So it has been a fun change, but very different. So I'm going to add a little chipboard piece under my sentiment, and I added one of those colorful asterisks, which I'm actually going to add them in a couple of other places on my spread, and it's going to add a bit of a visual triangle, so you'll see that come together in a little bit. I'm just going to cut off the white border that was on this photo so I can have some of that pink card just peek behind that photo. It adds kind of a nice border that sort of incorporates it onto that card. I'm going to add a flag and write out some journaling, but I end up not really liking how this looks. So I'm going to stick it down and then later on I'm going to end up pulling it off of that photo and replacing it with a different flag sticker. For this card, I really liked those stripes, so I decided to offset where I was putting my photo. I'm just having it hang off the side and then I'm going to trim off the excess. And that way I can just have that multicolored stripe peeking through the left-hand side. Here's where I start kind of thinking maybe that flag on the photo I put down is not looking the best. So I tried to take it up. I was going to just leave it off, but it ended up not pulling up very nicely. So I am going to go in with a different sticker and put it right over that. But I'm actually really happy that I did that because I think the pink just works a little bit better and I like that sort of typed out sentiment there a little bit better. So I'm just doing some journaling on the other side of my plate here. I had already journaled a little bit on the other side, but that kind of completes it. And then I'm just going to add in a couple more chipboard embellishments and I will do my journaling off camera and that will complete this page. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this process video for the new year. I hope you're doing well. I know it's been a while since I've put together a video, but I hope to be back very soon with another one for you guys. Check out all the links in the description box below for all the product information and to check out that class. And I will see you guys again very soon. Bye!